The belt had always listened, watched, waited, while Earth ruled, while Mars rebelled, while Titan burned. But now, as the galaxy fractured and alliances bled, the belt finally spoke. From the minds of Ceres to the hollowed stations of Pallas, the belt had lived between worlds, too distant to belong to Earth, too free to kneel to Mars, too forgotten to matter to anyone else. But when the first alliance rose, belt miners bled beside Titans, fought beside Martians, died beside aliens. And when it was done, no one came to rebuild them. So the belt decided to rebuild itself. In shadowed stations, leaders gathered, the kind no one on Earth would ever name. They spoke in whispers over flickering lights and recycled air. Earth plays diplomat. Mars plays conqueror. Titan plays savior. And we play survivor. They raised a new banner ruff, scarred, forged from hull plates and hope. Its symbol, a cracked ring split but unbroken. Its creed, no masters, no planets, no chains. Elara received the message days later. It was short. The belt stands alone. She read it twice, feeling the weight behind those words. Freedom, yes, but also distance, division. Kieran's memory echoed in her mind. If they fracture, we all fall. And she wondered, had that moment already come? Earth's council panicked. They're defecting, one official whispered. They'll sell their ore, their fleets, their lives to the highest bidder. And they were right, because the belt had learned something Mars never had. Loyalty is expensive. And survival? Priceless. Soon, belt convoys flew under two flags. Some supplied the Alliance fuel or life support. Others supplied the Purist's information, weapons, safe passage through the outer dark. They played both sides, balancing on the edge of extinction. In the silence of space, ethics meant little. Only air, food, and time. Elara called for a meeting Earth, Mars defectors, advocate envoys, belt delegates. The belt came late as always. Their representative, a miner's daughter named Lyra Voss, spoke with a voice like stone. You think the belt belongs to your wars, she said. But while you bleed for ideals, we bleed for oxygen. You talk of unity. We talk of surviving the weak. Elara met her gaze and answered softly, then help us build something worth surviving for. For a moment, silence. Then Lyra smiled a hard, tired smile. Maybe, she said, but not for free. The room erupted. Earth called it blackmail. Mars called it betrayal. Elara called it truth. Days turned into weeks. Belt ships appeared and vanished across the system, sometimes aiding, sometimes attacking. Smugglers became diplomats. Pirates became prophets. And humanity's war grew even murkier. On Titan, Elara watched reports stream in. A Martian outpost destroyed by belt saboteurs. A Purist fleet ambushed by belt miners defending their territory. No side could claim them. No one could predict them. Beneath the chaos, something else was growing. A whisper. A movement. Belt workers sending messages to Titan. Old miners singing the songs of Earth's first pioneers. And for the first time, Elara realized the belt didn't want power. They wanted a voice. She called Lyra again, the message transmitted through layers of encryption and mistrust. The galaxy burns, Elara said, but you can be the ones to decide what rises after. Not as pawns, as equals, The silence stretched long then. Elara answered, voice low but fierce. You talk like a leader, Titan woman. But out here, leadership gets you killed. She paused, still. Maybe you're worth dying with. The belt declared independence that night. No allegiance to Earth. No submission to Mars. No oath to the Alliance. Only freedom. But in their independence, they began to choose not sides, but purpose. They defended Titan supply convoys from raiders. They sabotaged Purist arms shipments. They opened hidden tunnels for refugees fleeing the war. They were no longer outcasts. They were the ghosts of humanity's conscience. Elara's voice reached them through static and dust. You call yourselves the free. Then prove it. Be the freedom the rest of us forgot. And across the dark between worlds, belt voices answered, not in speeches, but in the hum of engines, the sparks of welders, the quiet promise of survival. The belt had no throne, no armies, no grand councils, but their echo reached every corner of the system. Not rulers, not rebels, something new, echoes of the belt. And those echoes would soon shape the war to come.